morning, guys. So back for another video. This is quite an interesting pickups video for me, because last weekend we went up to Morecambe and we visited our really good friends up at Girly Games, and while we were there I managed to kind of add some fucking awesome titles to my collection. And I'm also going to be showing you something extra that I got when I kind of got back in the week as well. So without further ado, let's take a look. Okay, so crucial for me, these games are kind of crucial to any collection, and as it says in the title, these are going to be my Final Fantasy pickups. RPGs I'm huge into, so to get these back meant a lot to me. So the first game naturally is going to be Final Fantasy 7. So as you can see, guys, this is a platinum title. There is some damage to the case, I don't know if you can kind of see the crack across there, but I do have lots of spares. This is missing the instruction booklet, so if anybody does have a copy going spare, let me know. Drop me a message through my Facebook page. So I'd really like to get the instructions and have that as a complete game. So I was so happy to get this. I was so happy. Guess what's next? A complete copy of Final Fantasy 8. And this is not a platinum title. This is your black label. And the box is in much better condition, and I never really got to play 8 much. I was more into 7. Me and my friend Gareth used to play 7 quite a bit back in the day, but what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to start from 7 again, complete 7 and just chronologically go through them. So this was, again, I couldn't have gone in there and just picked up 7 or picked up 8, you know, I had to have the collection. So that being said, no prizes for guessing that Final Fantasy 9 is the next game. Again, this is your black label edition. Great case, complete game, 4-disc game as you guys know, but unfortunately from this, again, I'm missing the instructions as well. So for 7 and 9, if anybody does have or wants to trade the instruction manuals for 7, Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 9, please let me know, because I'm kind of desperate to get hold of them. So again, guys, Final Fantasy 7, 8 and 9, absolutely elated to get these back. Thrilled to bits, and I am so excited to play 7. I'm going to play it later actually. So also something else that I picked up when I was up at Girly Games in Morecambe. I had a great day, by the way. We played lots of arcade after we'd spent some time in the shop. It was awesome. If you've not been to the shop, I'll put a link in the description for the Girly Games Facebook page. What a place, retro, current gen. I mean, some really awesome games in there. And also the peripherals are pretty nice as well. There's a good selection of game guides, plushies, if that's your thing. There's the figurines, you know, there's everything in there. You can get anything. It's fantastic. So with that, as I've just mentioned guides there, guys, I did pick up a couple of guides. Now, before I sold my collection previously, I was miles and hours and weeks and months into Final Fantasy 13, and I managed to pick a copy of this up from Game for £5. It's still sealed, as you can see. It is pre-owned obviously, but it's only a £5. So if anybody doesn't have this in their collection at the minute, do get to Game. It's on 5 for £20 or £5 each. And obviously with that, guys, from Girly Games I picked up the Final Fantasy 13 game guide. Now as you can see, this is in really nice condition, and as I said previously, I own the guide and the game, so you know, it feels like I'm kind of getting back to my old collection with my current gen stuff. And again, this is one I'm going to be popping into the PlayStation 3 this week. If anybody wants to add me on PSN, I'll put, again, there's a link in the descriptions to what my PSN ID is. If I don't add you straight away, don't panic, you know. A lot of people are deleting friend requests because I don't answer them straight away, but I will get around to it. So yeah, Final Fantasy 13 guide with game. Finishing, you know, the Final Fantasy pickups, this is a game I've not played, and I was really intrigued by it. It was really cheap actually. It is pre-owned, but it's in remarkable condition. And that is Final Fantasy 13 2, and it's a limited collector's edition. As you can see here, guys, what's in this? Let's take a look. So we've got the artwork book, The Art of Final Fantasy 13-2. And you can see that the detail in some of these pictures is absolutely stunning. I absolutely love getting art books with collector's editions. And, you know, like I said, I've never played the game, let alone seen the collector's edition, so that was really, really nice. We also get the 6 collectible postcards featuring high quality CG artwork of the main characters in the game, as you can see here, guys. There's a picture on the screen now. And there's also a high definition lenticular art print showing an iconic image of lightning, the lightning character, as though she's some inanimate object, the lightning character. You know, lightning has been an integral part of the Final Fantasy games, obviously. I don't need to kind of teach people how to suck eggs there, but I'm interested to see what her role is going to be in this game. I've not played it. Is it any good? Am I setting myself up for a miserable experience? Am I setting myself up for something awesome? Can't wait to find out. Okay, so did pick up more things, guys. I want to show you some guides first and some books as well that I got from Lee's Games. Let's start with guides. Now, I own all these games, and I do find game guides very difficult to come across these days. If you don't buy them on launch, you kind of find it really difficult to pick them up. So I wanted to make sure that I got a copy of Grand Theft Auto Episodes from Liberty City guide. The quality isn't too bad, there's some kind of page turning at the top there, but I think that's pretty normal for non-hardback game guides. Now this, I saw this cover and I got that kind of nostalgic feeling that I get sometimes with games, and it was a game that I played heavily at university, and it's my favourite Grand Theft Auto game, Vice City. The guide looks really, really thin compared to what we see these days with GTA guides, but I remember getting this brand new, and my cat's here, hello baby, and just to kind of pick it up again because I've not seen it around for a long time. So this was great to, you know, pick up. It's actually in really, really good condition. To say this is over, I mean, what we're talking here, like, this is what, 2002, 2003-ish? So a good 10 years old, you know, it's not bad at all. Another guide, again, another GTA guide. This game featured on one of my recent pickups videos, and that was Vice City Stories. Again, not played much of the Vice City Stories, you know, the peripheral series to the GTA game. But yeah, again, guys, quite good condition. Any good Vice City Stories? What do you guys think? Can't wait to play nonetheless. Now, book-wise, guys, here's a book called Pixel Nation Video Games / Retro. You know, it's a book, you know, I've not heard of the Pixel Nation books before, so I don't know if this is any good. I haven't had a chance to read it, but I think you can kind of see by the cover that it does look quite interesting. I'll show you the back as well. I've got some bubble bobble in the corner right here. But yeah, nice little things. I love, you know, kind of dipping into these, seeing what's on offer. There's loads of colour in here, something on Final Fantasy 7, so that's quite fitting really, considering the pickups that I've just got. So there we go. Another book from 1889 right up to 1980, we have the history of Nintendo. Now, I remember when these were about to be released, these books, because obviously there's a second and I do believe there's a third as well. And this is fantastic. I mean, look at this, from 1889 right up to 1980. I mean, this is packed full of stuff. Obviously, you've got the history of the Nintendo playing cards, which I do believe is one of, you know, how Nintendo's kind of feature product way, you know, tens and hundreds of years ago, and it's got the history of that in there. I mean, here's just, it says here, Chapter 2, Nintendo playing cards, and you can just see there, guys. You know, awesome stuff. Great company, Nintendo. I'm a huge Wii fan and Wii U fan, and I'm really looking forward to Mario Kart 8, big time. Okay. 2 more games to show you. Some, again, guys, you know, a couple of quid each, been out for a while. Jessie and I are huge fans of fighting games. She always kicks my arse, but when we popped this in the other day, she didn't. That's Street Fighter 4 on the PS3. Excuse me, I had this game, I got it on launch when it first came out, and I think this was a £5 again in game, guys, if you did want to kind of pick it up. And finally, this was a game, again, you know, if you're into your Uncharted, you're into your action-adventure, third-person games, then I definitely recommend Enslaved. I'm sure everybody's heard of it. I bought this because Metal Jesus Rocks had some footage in his Xbox 360 gem video a couple of weeks ago. I thought, yeah, I remember playing this game. This was a fantastic game, looks absolutely beautiful, really inviting, loads of vibrancy, really interesting characters. I'm going to get this, and what I've noticed about this game is you can't really find it anymore. Maybe that's just me, maybe that's just the county that I live in, but there's only one copy of this in game, so in terms of its rarity factor, this might be one that is kind of worth picking up and holding on to. Love it. So yes, there we go, some really beefy Final Fantasy games into the collection, along with some other things. I just want to say, I've passed 100 likes on my Facebook page now, so thank you to everybody that interacts with me on there. Some really good fun. Try to post daily, and I try to interact with as many people as possible, because I think that's really, really important, especially for people that follow me and support the channel. I mean, I'd like to kind of give a little bit back, so thank you. Me and Jess have a huge, and what I mean by huge is the biggest haul I've ever picked up of games. We went to Stockport after work this week, and holy shit, you should have seen what we brought back. I mean, half of it's kind of piled up behind me here, but that's going to be for another video, so keep an eye out for that one. But for now, guys, enjoy your weekend, enjoy the sunshine, take care.